Now I want to go to the audience first. How do we, oh, this hand's gone up already. I was going to ask, how do we feel about the language? Do you think it's something we need to preserve and it's precious, or has that ship sailed? I'll just, yourself there, in the green.
I personally think we need to protect our language. I think as a current Leaving Cert student, the syllabus is a problem. It's not the teacher's fault. The teachers are just teaching what they're given.
OK, but you think it should be preserved and supported? And you're beside you in the yellow T-shirt, yeah?
Yeah, I think it should be taught better in schools, but also there should be a short course for our nationals to come into this country in Irish, because after all, like, our national anthem is also in Irish, so it'd be a good way of reviving it.
OK, we'll go down to the front here. Actually, no, I'll just go this side for a minute and I'll come back to you here. Yes, yourself.
Gurv Mahagut, Katie. I truly believe the Irish language is a gift bestowed upon us from our ancestors that we all have an obligation to cherish and protect. I'm very fortunate at the moment to be studying Irish in University College Cork, and through that I'm conversing with my friends and various people every day pretty much through Irish, and it's really hard to describe, but it really gives you a real feeling and sense of liberation that I want for all of my fellow citizens. Also, I believe Irish gives us a true sense of place and our surnames, etc. For instance, I hail from a mighty village in North Cork called Glanmert. Now, the meaning of Glanmert in English really doesn't have much of a meaning. It's just a place name. However, Glanmert Asquelga means Glown Or, which can be interpreted as a fresh valley or valley of the Ewes.
OK, but yeah, so you say the connection between the language and our sense of place and our sense of self is important as well.
Absolutely.
OK, I just want to get a few more voices in. Thank you for that.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, sorry, I just got to get a mic down to you. Yeah.
So I think I agree with the sentiments with regards to the course in schools so far, that, you know, it does need major reform. But I think that as a society, people learn languages through being surrounded by the language, and in our society, the government is making an attempt. I wouldn't call it a great attempt. It would be a half-hearted attempt. I think we need to be pushing more. I think we need to be pushing the likes of, say, the private sector, those who are making products. So, for example, there's a bread company that have put their packaging into Gaeilge this week. Why is it only this week? Why don't we have bilingual packaging throughout the year? So
OK,
it's just
for the student. Yeah, the tokenism. Yeah, yourself. Yeah, and I'll come to you then. Yeah.
I think
just 1 second. I'll get the mic over. Yeah, go.
I think it's great to preserve the Irish language, and I think it's really culturally important to us. However, I don't know if that, because I don't speak Irish on a daily basis, that doesn't make me feel any less Irish than anyone else. So I don't know how much we need it, but I think to recognise it, and it is really important to our culture to have it, but I don't know, does it make me any more Irish not speaking it? OK, because you're saying some people might suggest that you do need to be speaking it to be really Irish. OK. Yep. Yes, and just if I can get the mic down here at the front. Yeah.
Actually, I'm a teacher. I've taught Leaving Certificate Irish for over 30 years. And teachers teach Irish to the very best of their ability, but it's the curriculum that's wrong. The curriculum is absolutely crippling. Until Irish is brought in to be similar in the Leaving Cert to, say, French, German, Italian, it's a dead duck. Prior to the pandemic, even students taking ordinary level Irish had 20 picture sequences. And Leaving Cert, say, for instance, Spanish have only 3 role plays. It's very, very top heavy. After English, it's the longest exam in the Leaving Cert. So students, people say teachers don't teach it correctly. They're restrained with what they have to teach. Also, the topics that they have for the leaving, they're quite negative. Students, teenagers don't relate to them anymore. And the new syllabus that will kick in 2027, I just had a brief look at it, many of the areas that will be on the literature were there when I did my Leaving Cert over 40 years ago. So, it's your uphill battle.
And that's even in the new one that we're bringing
right.
in next year. OK, thank you for that. Good to get a teacher's perspective on it. I want to bring in Lauren Whelan now. Lauren, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
You have a huge following on TikTok.
Yeah.
How many?
I have 1.7 million followers.
1.7 million followers.
Yeah.
And you post some of your content to these followers in Irish. Why?
I think, so myself, I went to a Gael school and a Gael Tucht. I did all my exams and everything through Irish, and I've always loved the language. I think growing up as well, a lot of my friends like went to regular like English-speaking schools, and it kind of disappointed me that I wasn't able to talk to them in Irish like I could talk to my friends from my Gael school, and my Gael talked in Irish. And I just think as well recently, because so many young people are travelling abroad, they're all emigrating, they're all going to like the UK, Australia, people are kind of feeling a new sense of like patriotism, and they want to embrace their culture more so they don't lose it while they're abroad. So I just want to tailor to them and like hopefully spread a little bit of that to them.
And you wouldn't be a bit worried about losing some followers because of putting out, do you think you're actually gaining followers?
Oh, 100%, absolutely. Yeah. I also think I have a lot of American followers, and they love it. They really, really, really love it. Like a lot of, American people love the Irish language, and they love Irish people, and they like to see what Irish culture is actually about.
Do you feel like that question I asked at the top of the show, are we really witnessing a revival here, or, has that ship sailed?
I'd hope that it's not just a current trend, like it's not just like really trendy right now and it's going to pass again. Again, I think like bringing it back to my point that like a lot of people are emigrating more than ever. I think more people want to embrace their language, and I hope that'll continue to grow as like people obviously stay and leave as well. But yeah, I don't know if it's because of like say Kneecap and like how well like a lot of Irish celebrities are doing in the media right now, but I do think it's here to stay, and I hope it is anyway.